Knuckleheads, Chris Eubank versus Conor Benn 2 has been confirmed. In my opinion, the most exciting rematch in all of boxing, right? And if you're wondering why I'm saying that, then you obviously didn't watch the first fight, the atmosphere around that first fight, the lead up to it, the fight itself, what happened afterwards. That fight, in my opinion, right, as a promoter, as a fight fan, was one of the most complete events and fights, top to bottom, that I've ever seen. And I'm so excited about the rematch because of that. And I want to inform you that the reason I thought it was one of the most complete fights that I've ever seen and complete events I have ever seen is because it's very rare you get a perfect storm in boxing the way we did with their first fight, right? You've got two guys whose dads fought each other and whose dads were at the highest level in their divisions, in their respective country. These are their sons. These are their legacy. There's still, a little bit of heat, not only between the dads, but obviously between the sons who wanted to, fight not only for themselves, but for their family name. Of course, it was, happening in the UK, which is, in my opinion, probably the best boxing country in the world as far as fans and culture goes, aside from maybe Mexico. I would have those two up there side by side. And just the heat leading up to it, the drama, the legacy, the cracking eggs on each other's face. You're never going to see a fight like this, right? Unless, once again, you have two generations of fighter, father, son, that just so happen to be fighting each other in the most exciting atmosphere and country in boxing. That's what makes this fight so special. And not only that, it turned out to be everything it was hyped up to be, and then some. Of course, Chris Eubank got the decision win. He was the bigger guy. But the rematch is exciting because Conor Benn, a lot of people feel, and I would agree, can improve from his last performance. As the smaller guy, he just went in there and he just brawled it out with Eubank. I mean, these two were just trying to show, who had the bigger balls, basically, in this fight. And they just went all out. Eubank ended up winning, probably because he was the bigger guy, the stronger guy, really. But Conor Benn hurt him. He made it extremely competitive. And I think Eubank, who's a little bit further along in his career, isn't going to have much improvement to do here. Not going to really be able to do much more than he did in that first fight. But I do think Benn can right the wrongs of that first fight and make this even more competitive or actually win this fight. So it's an interesting fight. It was incredibly competitive. It was incredibly blood and guts. I mean, I would say it was one of the top 20, 25 fights I've ever watched in boxing. That's how exciting this fight was. And especially when you bring together everything, all the ingredients, the lead up to it, the legacy, again, like I said, everything going on with this fight, the fact that it's in the UK and the fans are fantastic. This is just the most exciting rematch in all of boxing is Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank. It's going down November 15th. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think is what it's called. I would love to come out there and check it out, but either way, I'm going to be tuning in. You should as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about this rematch. Do you agree with me that it's the most exciting rematch in boxing? I said it, and I stand on it. The most exciting one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. After you do that, subscribe to the channel. Join the channel to help me continue to build and get your FightersRep merchandise in the link below. That'll also help me continue to build. I really look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this fight. I think it's going to be a fantastic fight.
Subscribe and join the FightersRep. It'll be the best thing you ever did, knucklehead.